Then on December 28th, we finally got to have our meeting with the head teacher. The meeting was held in the morning at Brentis, in a small room I'd never been in before. My old teacher from 6th grade was also present. It lasted for about an hour, and during the first half hour, we discussed mainly what I'd just done. I remember these statements from the head teacher, no particular order. 1. This is harassment, this is stalking, this is a crime. This sentence I remember clearly word for word. 2. I also think special classes are wrong. I'm trying to help kids with ASP go to normal classes without the need of help from a special class. 3. There is no ASP culture. What do you mean by quote, typical ASPy? 4. The reason you're accusing me for being racist is simply because you've misunderstood everything. 5. As I see it, these conflicts with that guy and those 4 girls have been discussed already. But then during the second half hour, he started going a bit off topic. I remember these statements, no particular order. 1. It's weird that you hang mainly with blats, now when you're white middle class. 2. It doesn't matter what you do, you'll never become blat. 3. If it wasn't for hanging with blats, you wouldn't be sitting here. 4. All these blats will become quote, white, when they grow up. Their blat behavior is just a temporary teenage phase. One of those girls' little sister will live in a row house in Rudding, right north of Grubby, with a white husband. 5. It's kind of like Jackie Arklov becoming a Nazi. Of course you can't be a black Nazi. 6. As the blats graduate high school, and become white, they will leave the picture. You'll be surrounded by younger blats, while you keep getting older. 7. You gotta make your own path. You can't just follow a trend. 8. Blats are generally ignorant about ASP. 9. It's a big risk you might get beat up for being disabled and hanging with blats. I sat silent for most of the meeting. I didn't want to make a mistake that could lead to a conviction. I remember at the end of the meeting saying, it's getting a little off topic now. Then the head teacher told me to send a public apology to VF and VK, as well as publish an apology on Facebook. I told him I shouldn't do it on Facebook since that would only bring attention to something that hadn't gotten so much attention. But I did agree to send an apology to VF and VK since I'd still be anonymous. I also got to repeat after him almost like a witness in court, that I swear quote, on honor and conscience, to never speak anything about the ASP class or those girls ever again in speech or writing. Then we shook hands finishing the meeting. The meeting went real good. I managed to convince everyone I'd never do anything again, only to get away with what they knew I had done, while moving on with other things such as writing stuff on Facebook. I was real lucky. I felt a huge relief after the meeting while being real nervous right before it. I was also mad retarded for writing him on Facebook as well, sending him that note. No wonder I got busted.